Y'all knows before reacts. Now you got Ty Taylor's father speaking on this matter. And like I said in my last video, there was a lot of degenerate nature going on. You had two people glorifying situationships. He was messing with other women. She was messing with two men unprotectedly, allowing them to shoot up her club at the same time, which is completely and utterly disgusting. I mean, you can catch so many STDs and etc. from behaving that way. And I just feel like since they come online a lot, these Taylor girls, and they have this haughty nature about them, like they have all this prestige and they supposed to be put on the pedestal, but then you choose certain men. And let me tell you something, when you choose a man that's unintelligent, that doesn't know how to articulate themselves, that says a lot about you as well. But let's see what her father has to say on this matter.
Jacob coming for his daughter.
ATL Jacob. I'm gonna holler at your nephew. Yo. Hey, listen. I'm gonna be short and sweet with this. You know what I'm saying? Real short and sweet with this. I've been looking at the internet and I've seen just a bunch of clips. I know they are clips, and I know people clip the worst pieces. The worst pieces of a video and try to make something out of it and try to make it be what it is. I get it. I do not know ATL Jacob like that. You understand? I have met him maybe 4 to 5 times. He's always been respectable. He's never been disrespectful. So I'm gonna keep this as respectfully as possible. You feel me? Ty has never really brought him around us like that, but she's brought him around. You know.
So basically, he's saying that he probably came around on certain events, or probably just pulled up, you know, dropped her off, or was picking her up, or vice versa. And there was nothing that was considered an intimate setting where they can get to know him and vet him. And when you're dealing with certain people, especially if you have daughters, you have to truly be involved. And a lot of the daughters are rebellious. They'll go date whoever and do whatever, and then they'll make their family deal with the consequences of them having the children or having having a child out of wedlock. And it's just sad to me because, like I said, these Taylor girls be acting like they're all high and mighty and haughty, but then they'll go ahead and get with a guy who can't articulate himself, who seems very unintelligent, doesn't have the ability to convey messages properly, and it's just very weird. But let's continue. And
You know what I'm saying? So
this is a mess.
I'm listening to the video and I'm hearing a lot of she had 2 men and this and that. And I'm also looking at he has 3, 4 women or this or that. So it's like I feel they were both playing. Because if she was serious
Exactly.
about him as well as him serious about her,
Exactly.
a lot of more family interaction. It was a little bit of family interaction. He came around a few times, as I said. But personally, me and him have never had a relationship like that because she didn't bring him to me like that. You feel me?
Like I said before, that's why you got to be careful when you have a daughter. When they just have these little flings, these little friendships, what you call them, friends with benefits, what they're doing is they bring them around so you would just, you know, be able to, have a recollection of them, maybe for safety reasons, which that's clearly what it is. But other than that, they'll bring people around, but keep them on the outskirts. You see this in life every single day. You'll see women bring people around their family members during an event, birthday party, a holiday, but they just shop them around to say hi to everybody. But it's not really an intimate setting where you can truly get to know that person, the inner workings of them. And then some shit will happen where they get pregnant and then have a child, and now you forced to deal with this person. And that's why you gotta be very careful who you lay down with, or if you have daughters and they grow up, you better make sure that you teaching them how to have discernment, and you better make sure that you vet every last guy that they date, because that is dangerous activity. You can literally get so many STDs having 2 men have unprotected sex with you. Like, that is wild work.
I mean, so the narrative that the internet is trying to put out because of what he put in his video, I don't think either one of them was serious enough, because she's been around his family a little bit and he's been around our family a little bit. Neither one of them pushed the envelope to really
That's what he
say, hey,
said.
this is what it's gonna be.
That's what he
You feel me?
said.
So past all of that, the only thing that I seen that was distasteful in his video was about my grandchild. You know, when it comes to favor, man, I don't care. Well, when it comes to Ty as well, but when it comes to the grandchild, man, y'all gonna have to look back at this, and she's gonna see what you and her mama is displaying on the internet. You know,
I ain't gonna lie. That's one thing that I agree with him on 100%. People don't realize what they're doing. They're documenting everything you say online. People are literally recording, saving videos. So when your daughter get older, they're gonna be like, damn, my daddy said this shit and my mama was doing this shit. And it's embarrassing. It's truly embarrassing. And people need to truly understand that when you have a child, you want to play grown folks games, make sure that you're up for the challenge. Make sure that you're ready to put away childish games, because the moment you want to open your legs and have unprotected sex, you are now in a whole nother dominion. You're in a whole nother realm, because what's involved with that is exchanging demons with soul ties. You're exchanging fluid. You're exchanging so many different things that can later on bite you in the ass. And people need to really, truly understand that.
I'm saying, I do think both you guys are way smarter than what y'all about to do, but I do have
I don't know
to
about that one.
defend Ty on this one. Yes, your name was brought up, but it was brought up by Daisha. It was never brought up by Ty. She's never spit your name, nothing on the internet. She's always been, hey, I want my child's father in her life, so we're not gonna do it like this. So she always.
I do appreciate him for actually bringing up Deja, because she did out her sister, but her sister did come at her by proposing and saying, "Then you're gonna remain a single woman for the rest of your life." And the sister looking like, "Wait a minute." And don't get me wrong, Deja is playing house. She's not married. She's going to be in a predicament where she's going to be seen as a single mother for the rest of her life, because the family tends to put off this weird mentality or this perspective where, oh, I'm this, I'm that. So Deja's baby daddy is like, you know what? If you feel that way, I'll just move out. I'll just go on my own. I don't want to be leeching off of no woman, or let the world believe that I'm leeching off of a woman. So he's already like, hell no, I'm ready to go. And then they halted, and Deja even said that he ain't gonna leave me. I'm gonna have to leave him. It's already a fucked up situation. You really want to marry a woman like that, that'll even speak that kind of way? And then you got them, which her baby daddy laughs back out at Ty for doing the whole proposal thing, saying, then you go through about 11 dudes. Like every time I see you with a different dude, you ain't got no stable relationship. You ain't gonna get married, basically. So that made Ty's baby daddy come out and say, you know what? It's a reason why people keep thinking that I'm not in my child's life, or people get this false narrative about me and don't really know what's going on and prejudging them. Now, I'm not saying that he had the right to, you know, say what he said online, because she really didn't say anything about him. But I mean, you can't defend yourself. I would just came online. You could just say, look, I just want to come out and just say that I ain't saying nothing about nobody. I just want to say that I truly respect the Taylors, and that if anybody has anything they want to talk to me about, y'all can holler at me. You can go offline like that if you felt disrespected. But I do agree with her father on that note.
Kept whatever y'all had going on to her person, and she never displayed it, not even to us. So I really don't know what's going on between the two. I never did because she never discussed it much and she never displayed much. Again, seen her 4 to 5 times. You understand? So that says a lot about what was going on.
Exactly.
You understand? So when it comes to the information that you put out, I feel like that was very distasteful. Very distasteful. So you cannot be mad if Ty and them Ty torpedoes over there, if she open her bag, if she opens Pandora box, you
Pandora's.
can't be mad because she's never went to the internet. She's never went to the internet. So if she comes to the internet, a lot coming with her to the internet. A lot of bots.
Now, all I'm gonna say is this: his daughters do be running their mouth like crazy, so he did open up that can of worms. But that's up to him how he wants to respond to that, or if he wants to be mature, try to message her offline, or even apologize to her online about just saying it out loud because she never said nothing about him out loud like that. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. I do agree with the father on that, but I feel like, you know what? When you have daughters out there acting haughty and then acting like they shit don't stink and then all shit come out like this, kind of makes everything appear like, y'all ain't really up. Y'all ain't really cooked out everything that y'all really trying to be. Y'all ain't really up for what y'all trying to be. But let me know what you think in the comments.